Hi, I'm Matt Goss and I'm here at the Wellington Barracks opposite the beautiful Buckingham Palace. My day is going to be filled with talking to the veterans and military serving personnel, and it's going to be very interesting for me because I get to hear their perspective on military life and life outside of the military. We also are putting a pen in the map to acknowledge the launch of the new single for the Not Forgotten charity. It's going to be a gorgeous day. Watch this space.
I was up in Scotland and it was a lovely place, and I was on duty. Well, we all were on duty, but one girl came out of the storeroom clapping her hands and singing, "Everybody's enjoying themselves and wishing me a happy birthday. The world is, the whole world." So we said, "What do you mean, Paulie?" She says, "It's my birthday." But the war's over. So that was it. And that was the first time we heard about it. We knew that our boys had gone somewhere because the place was half, there wasn't no crew there much at all, just the ones looking after the camp. But we didn't know where they'd gone. Nobody said where they'd gone or anything.
Can you explain to maybe the younger generation the feeling during the war and the commitment to the soldiers and just our boys and just the morale and the pride, and can you explain like the ups and the downs?
Yeah, well, of course they was called up at 18, weren't they? Very young. Some enjoyed it, went as if they'd expected to go, and I think they made the most of it. But there were so many that didn't come back.
I know.
Yeah.
But do you think that now, I think people sometimes think that history may not repeat itself, and I think that for me personally, I'm such a prideful Englishman and a Britishman, but I think having a robust military is not just for times of war, it's just a very important part of a country to have.
Oh yes. Yeah. Oh, I love to see all the parades and the marching and the bands.
Yeah.
I like all those. I've always liked those. Yeah.
What's your favourite part of it all?
What's my favourite?
Is it the tribute of the colour? Do you what's your favourite ceremony?
Well, I love to see the one going down Whitehall, the armistice one.
Remembrance Parade.
Remembrance Parade, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's nice.
Where our pop is.
Yeah.
Everyone's got to wear their pop.
My son goes most years. Not that he was in the war, but he was a pilot, and he was in the Navy first.
Okay.
And he was a helicopter pilot, and then he was an ordinary pilot. And he came out of there just at the right time to join the British Airways.
Oh, really?
And he was on
commercial flights, right?
Commercial flights, and he ended up on Concorde.
Oh, wow, incredible that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So triple proud.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, and he took us over to America the last trip of his on Concorde.
Where in America did you go? New York.
Yeah, we went to New York.
New York, yeah.
New York on his last Concorde trip.
His last trip.
Gosh,
yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah,
incredible.
That was lovely. And we stayed there 4 days and came back on a 747 or something like that. Yeah.
So you have a love of planes as well.
And we've got a lovely picture, or bigger than that, of the whole trip and all what he was doing while we were going over.
Is he still flying?
Yeah. Pardon?
Is he still flying?
No, he packed up when Concorde packed up.
Oh, okay.
He said it should never have packed up.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Ruth, can I ask you a question linked to Armistice Parade, which the Not Forgotten, our charity, marches on each year, and you've probably marched at the Armistice Parade with the Wrens Association, maybe once upon a time, I don't know.
No, I never did.
But to Matt's point about what's the best parade, I noticed you're wearing your husband's Burma star.
Yeah.
Matt's written a beautiful song called The Not Forgotten, about the not forgotten and those who we absolutely must remember. When Victory in Europe was announced, your soon-to-be husband was still on his way to Southeast Asia, wasn't it? So his war wasn't over.
No, his war wasn't. And he didn't know if he'd come back, because he said in his book that the captain of his ship said, "You can all have double rums today because we're going down the river, and if the Gurkhas haven't got rid of the Japs, they'll get rid of us."
Wow.
But when they got down there, they'd gone. And
Luckily.
Gurkhas was there.
Luckily the Gurkhas had cleared the way.
They were good. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
But they were
You're right,
warned.
Gurkhas.
Yeah.
The Gurkhas. Yeah, and that's why, from my perspective, war in Japan and Southeast Asia is so important, because so many Gurkhas and Chindits and all of those forces who often get forgotten about contributed so much after the war in Europe had finished, and that's a big deal.
Yeah. Oh, they were good, those Gurkhas. There was a lot in England too, wasn't there?
Yeah, and there's still some Gurkhas.
Yeah, still
some Gurkhas left. And Ruth, Harry's journey home was a long, long way over those years from when he was shot down. But when Harry came home, the war was still raging in Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
So what did your end of the war feel like in August and into September of that year?
Well,
Amazing story.
we just had to wait, really. We was not getting any letters through.
Just a remarkable
We got
story.
the odd letter. They took
Really.
about a month or more to come.
Yeah, I've got it written
But,
down as well.
The last letter he did write, he said that we should soon be on our way back, but
Wow.
that was it. Yeah.
It's hard to imagine.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
hard to imagine.
Well, there was so much going on all over the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some here and
What can we learn? What can we learn from your generation? Be honest.
be honest.
Yeah.
Well, to get on with people without
Right.
fighting. Don't keep arguing like they do now.
Right.
Be kind to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not enough. Well, I don't think the young ones today don't know much, and they just go their own way.
I think more discipline's needed.
Yeah, no discipline at all, really,
Right.
not even in the schools. They
Right.
can get up and walk about if they want. We weren't allowed. We used to have to sit there and...
And you respected your elders, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
you did. You had to call them by their proper names.
Rightly so,
It
yeah.
was the same with the Navy. You had to salute if you liked them or not.
Right.
Yeah,
Just teaches common courtesy.
that's it.
It's important,
Yeah.
isn't it?
But wherever I've been with a good crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we kept in touch for years. The crowd of us. But I was at the same place most. Well, I did Mill Hill to start with, 6 weeks. That was training, and then they said, "Where would you like to go?" I said, "I don't really know, but I don't think I want to go abroad. And I don't know about Scotland." And then the first
where you
place
went,
they
just where you
went was
went.
Scotland. But it was the best place, I
Peaceful
think.
country though, right?
Yeah, it
Peaceful
was,
country, yeah.
yeah, it was good.
I'm
And
always-
of course
I'm always
it was
amazed.
It was a quiet place.
I'm always
Other
amazed that
areas.
the countryside still
Oh,
is so
beautiful.
majestic, even now. Like, it's
Even
like-
now, the roads they can't increase.
Yeah.
They did, after the war, they put the big, what's that called?
Motorway.
The big road from Glasgow to Inverary and that way on the 81. They put a big road in, and that's up, and the little track is still down. I think they use it for motorbikes now, and at the top of it there was a big queue to get in, you know, a big corner. When we used to go to the station, we had to go to Arica. We used to go in big lorries, and they used to say, "Hold on, we're just going round," and you could feel it as you go down. There was only room for one thing at a time.
Do you have any like really like
Fun?
stories you haven't told many people? Like any like really fun memories that like you like?
Yeah, the little bits that when you got on the train, you know, and you got off the lorry, and then when you came back, you picked up the lorry again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you stay friends with all these people for a long time. You stayed friends with those people.
Yes,
for a
they
long time?
did. I'm still friendly with the grandchildren of my friends.
How lovely is that?
Yeah. Well, we went after the war. We went up there every year. Sometimes we hitchhiked it, and
You
so
hitchhike?
we
That's when it's
did a bit of
safe to
fun.
hitchhike, right?
Yeah. Well, there wasn't many cars then,
No.
was there? Couldn't do it now.
No.
No. Yeah. I think our first trip after the war, we hitchhiked.
How gorgeous is that?
Yeah.
As that first year of peace after the war must have been like euphoric.
Yeah, terrific. Yeah. Yeah. We used to walk. Well, there wasn't much to do. There was dances in the camp and things like that. But they couldn't have dances every night. They'd have films, but I weren't one for films. I didn't go to pictures.
No?
No, didn't like pictures.
One of my favourite
The
things.
girls used to say, "Come on, Ruth, I shall go to sleep, so don't bother." Yeah.
But you
No.
like music, Ruth?
I
You
like
love
music. Yeah, I like music.
And the bagpipes?
I don't even. Yeah, love the bagpipes.
We were talking about them just now because we were
Yeah,
listening to Matt's
yeah.
tune and the pipes
Yeah,
from the
love
beginning
the
and the end with some Scottish
But I
singing.
don't even watch films now.
No?
No, especially the.
Do you still dance?
I can't dance, but I
You
did
move
do.
around.
A couple of years ago, I packed up some.
Who's your favourite singer?
Oh, I don't know.
Sinatra?
The oldies. Yeah,
Sinatra? Nat King Cole?
Yeah, all those.
Mel Torme?
Yeah, all the old tunes.
Andy
I've
Williams?
got records of them.
On behalf of the Not Forgotten, can I thank you both for joining us today?
All right.
And
very
I
nice.
thank you for your service, and we as a charity hope that we will carry forward your spirit, your singing and your stories to the rest of the Not Forgotteners who we support and you support. So thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All my love to you.
I think I'll be set on Friday. I think I'll be on Friday.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and please ask all of your friends
Yeah.
to watch it. And
Yeah, I will.
yeah, thank you so much for what you do. Truly.
Here he comes. Here comes trouble.
Burma Star?
Pardon?
Burma Star?
Yeah.
My husband.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was going to say.
No, not me.
Yeah,
No,
Burma
I didn't.
Star.
I didn't go abroad.
No.
Well, I did. I went to Scotland.
Right, that's far enough, isn't it? That's far
That was
enough.
abroad. Because my husband left them in a frame.
Yes.
So we've had
So
to guess.
you've had to guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the rules of
It looks
medal,
wonderful though.
they are beautiful. And it's lovely. What I love, and I was talking to somebody the other day, and Matt knows this, but a lot of people don't know that you can wear your relatives' medals on the other side.
No.
So many of these medals are not on display.
Yeah, you see them on the telly for sale.
I know, because people don't realise that actually at armistice and all, whenever you want, you can wear
Yeah.
that. You can with pride wear your relatives' medals and tell their story. And
Yeah.
that's really important.
We had he'd put his up in the loft. Mine was in my jewellery box. So they went for my jewellery box and finished the lot. So
Yeah. So and to with you.
So
had the-
my- I've got one now.
yeah.
Well, I've got one coming apparently. I asked for one some years back, and they said no, but they sent me the other one.
That's the veteran pin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
But you're getting a proper.
and now I'm getting a proper one because I'm 100.
Oh wow.
There you go.
Crazy.
So,
Incredible. What's the secret?
Yeah. What was that?
What's the secret?
I don't
I mean,
know.
you look so well. I mean,
3 meals a day and hard work.
gardening.
Yeah, gardening.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had 3 children, and I'd never worked when I got married until I was 50, and we bought a post office.
Do you?
So then, yeah, and the post office sold. It was in Woodlands Park, Maidenhead, and it sold everything: china, dresses, underwear, wool, material. I taught all the village to knit.
Pandas, paint, batteries, everything.
Everything.
Life
So it's
before
like a
Amazon.
handyman store in a way. Like
Birthday cards and all the kind.
Yeah.
And I made the curtains. I had a great trade, but when we went there, I ordered wool, and when the chap left, when he retired, he says, Mrs. Barnwell, he says, I'll tell you something, I nearly tore your order up you gave me. I says, why? He says, well, it was 3,000. I said, he said, you've been my best customer since. I taught them all to knit.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a lovely
She's a rescue. Yeah.
So listen,
She's 10 now.
thank you so much
Yeah.
for your time
It's a
again.
pleasure. Nice to meet you. To see you nice.
Yeah, it's exactly right.
It's
Oh my
Nice to
God,
meet you.
Truly.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
And then nice to have met you, Harry.
Nice to meet
Yeah. Cool, your hands are cold.
So thank you so much for watching. I've had the most beautiful day with these wonderful people. Please keep watching and look out for the next episode.